All right, so The Boys season 2, we're through 5 episodes. We got 3 left. I think it's safe to say not as good as the first season. Comparatively speaking, it's pretty weak. And I feel like we're in Hero season 2 territory with The Boys season 2. What is it with superhero shows? Why is that the case? Why are they like, whoa, season 1, we crushed it. We didn't know there was going to be a season 2. All right, let's just have the characters go on arcs. We don't really know what to do with them. And that will definitely show, but we'll create a lightning lady. Hopefully that's enough. Which, to be fair, Stormfront's one of the more compelling characters of this season. But yeah, I think this season has flaws. There are a lot of cracks in the armor in that universe, in the universe of The Boys. After the first 3 episodes, I did my video on that, and I was like, oh, people know about Compound V, and, you know, I'm glad that they're moving the story forward. Respect. Ever be great at hindsight? Like I am. After the fact, I'll do something or say something, and after it's too late, after I send the text or the phone call's done, I'll be like, or... I do that all the time. So that happened with that video. It was like, video live! I was like, oh, unless them putting Compound V out there and people knowing about it's gonna take away from some of the tension in the show. But I'll address that if that seems to be the case. Well, no, I'm addressing it because it seems to be the case. See, for me in season 1, one of the things I really liked about it, and I get it, this is totally subjective, but I feel like I'm probably not alone here, is the fact that there's this super shady organization, but everybody loved them. Everyone loves Vought, but we know they're shit. And then there are these morally compromised superheroes, but everyone loves them. We know they're shit, but people are like, no, they're great. The 7 for life. But we know because our crew knows, Butcher knows, the boys, they know. And so they're the peek behind the curtain that we get. We actually know the truth, and we see everybody just taking the bait and falling for it. It is unwinnable. They're unbeatable because public perception of them is so positive. Any move you make against them, you're gonna be the asshole, even though you know you're taking on super villains, not superheroes. It just shows the power of public perception. But now there are a lot of cracks in the armor for Vought and the 7. Because, you know, everyone knows Compound V. They know it's this super illegal drug that Vought paid parents to give their kids to make them superheroes. So people know Vought's shady now. Now in this episode, we see there's a cell phone video of Homelander laser-eyeing this bad guy, and then collateral damage, he kills a civilian too. That's cell phone footage out there. People, they know that, and they start losing faith in Homelander. He's down 9 points or something like that. What point? What, is he running for president? What? I don't know. Well, he got half the points back anyway. So right there are a lot of cracks in the armor that all happened at the same time. If there was a cell phone video of Homelander killing somebody that people didn't know about Compound V, that'd be one thing. Or they found out about Compound V, so, you know, public perception, maybe Vought's kind of taken a hit, but people still love Homelander. That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Homelander and the 7 taking the side of the people against Vought. Because it looked like that in the first 3 episodes or whatever. He's like, we are not Vought. I was like, ooh, he's actually siding with people, though he doesn't care about people, but it would still save face for the eyes of the people, in the eyes of the people. Then Homelander killed someone on a cell phone, I guess not. But there's no consistency in the universe because people are still looking forward to this Dawn of 7 movie, you know? Like if there was an actor, celebrity, whoever, take your pick one in your mind's eye. They were making a movie and they had a franchise and then there was cell phone video of them committing manslaughter. I feel like production of that would grind to a halt, but it's like people care and they're losing faith in Homelander in this season, or this episode at least. But then that movie's still being made. Like, that would be a whole thing, and they didn't even touch on that. It was just like people hate Homelander for a hot second, and then that's that. Granted, maybe they're creating a point where they're like, oh, well, jokes on Twitter, that will cost someone a career or a job, but not actual violence. Like, we hold jokes to a higher standard than violence. Maybe. So it's either lazy writing or they're making that point. I don't know. But Occam's razor says it's probably lazy writing. So when going further with the point of there not being consistency in this season of The Boys in season 2, Black Noir has followed Butcher to this house, and so they plant all these Home Alone bombs, and Black Noir is tripping them all, and then they kind of get into a showdown with Black Noir, in which Butcher's like, hey, I have pictures of Homelander's kid, let us go, or I just release them on the internet. But there are a couple things there. One, I think we finally found out why Kamiko's been wasted all season. Again, it looked like, ooh, they're gonna go an interesting route with her because Stormfront killed her brother. No. Also, season 1 left us off with, ooh, super terrorists out there. No. She goes off on her own. Frenchie follows her because they don't know what to do with either of them, and it turns out she's a hitman. And our friend Frenchie starts lecturing her like, this is not the way. It's like, dude, She has killed more people than you, I'm pretty sure. Or at least the people she's killed, they've been in more brutal fashion than you've ever done. She ripped a guy's fucking face off, for Christ's sake. Have you ripped a face off? No, I did not think so. It reminded me of The Fly, too. When the fly vomits all the, the digestive shit on the guy's face. His face could... Anyhow, it's The Fly, too. It doesn't matter. I think it's on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's there. But I think they sent her away because... in the roundtable of brainstorming for season 2, they were like, oh, we want to have this moment with Black Noir. It's like, well, is she there? Because if Kamiko's there, then she'll probably fight Noir. Because they're both supes and they can do that. Granted, Noir might kick her ass because they've been in a fight before. It didn't really work out too well for her. But the point is, if she's there, Butcher won't have his whole like, oh, I'm going to take one for the team thing. And maybe he'll die, maybe he won't. I'll say that about this season. Every character is kind of equally useless, so I don't know if they're going to kill anybody. It's always on the table in my mind, like, ooh, this person might die, because they've kind of done jack shit this season. So, I mean, there is that. So I really do feel like that's the reason for them sending her away on her quest of no quest at all, so they can have this moment with Black Noir where they're clearly overpowered. And so Butcher's like, hey, here's the blackmail. I have these pictures of Homelander's son, and if you don't leave us alone, that shit will go out there on the internet. In which I guess Vought's pretty stupid because all right, it's like, ooh, you don't want these pictures going out there. It'll make you look bad. It'll make Homelander look bad. Here's the thing. Vought already looks bad because everyone knows about Compound V, and Homelander already looks bad because there's video of him killing somebody. Granted, I guess people will know that Homelander raped Butcher's wife, but they won't really. I mean, that's what you'll say it is, but this wanted terrorist on the news is saying that. It's kind of he said kind of thing. It's also the third damaging thing in the eyes of the people that Vought will come across this season. Also, if Vought has any brains whatsoever, they'll be like, all right, so he just threatened us with a mom and a kid that nobody even knows about, who are isolated in this big Jurassic Park pen. Nobody even knows where that is. So, all right, Noir, go to that house, kill Butcher's wife, bring the kid back here to Vought, and reunite him with Homelander, and our spin will be, yes, Homelander has a kid with a lady he loved very dearly, but kept her out of the limelight because she didn't want to be in public life. And she died of cancer. Very tragic. That'll be it. Good job showing your cards there, Butcher. How is Vought not going to do that tomorrow? I feel like that would be the logical move for them. I don't know, I tried to keep an open-minded, optimistic appraisal of the situation, going, okay, maybe this will iron itself out, but season 2 is just, it's not season 1. At the end of every episode, I'm always left with that same reaction. I'm like, that's it? All right, well, that's today's video, I guess. I don't know, hopefully it makes for fun videos for you here on my channel when I talk about it, but just The Boys Season 2, I kind of see as that sequelitis, that Season 2 effect that I've seen other shows go through. I mean, granted, this episode still had cool things, just like this season has had cool things. Homelander laser-eyeing an entire crowd. I was like, this is either the last season they do ever, or this is not actually happening and it's in his imagination. Turns out it's in his imagination. Still was a pretty sweet scene, and I feel like that could very well happen eventually. I mean, the thing that keeps Homelander from eradicating a lot of people, I feel like, is public perception. He loves being loved, but if that gets taken away, like it looks like it's happening in this season, he might just snap. What's it got to lose? Really, it was Elizabeth Shue. She kept him at bay. This new girl? Dude, no. He doesn't respect her. He doesn't listen to her. She works for him. But hey, Homelander finally lasered those titties. The Homelander and Stormfront, they fucked. So there's that. There are 3 episodes left. That's 3 hours in which they could have it all come together in a way that's actually compelling, that definitely does work. But thus far, it ain't season 1. Maybe it's because I'm coming right off of Cobra Kai. That was a good binge. All right, so The Boys Season 2, Episode 5. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.